A group of people with Tulsa's First Baptist Church went on a mission trip to the Philippines. Tulsa's investigative reporter Janna went with them.
You might remember the series of stories she brought us last year when she went to help girls rescued from sex trafficking and abuse. The team just went back to see the girls. Janna tells us what the Tulsans did to help this time around and what's changed at the girls' home.
Now, we are blurring the girls' faces for their own protection. Let's get to Janna's story.
Here's the Tulsa team I went with to the Philippines. I took my GoPro and several phones so I could capture what we experienced. Our trip started with travel problems, but when we saw how excited the girls were to see us, it made it all worth it. Our group of 12 Tulsans packed suitcases full of things to take to the girls in the Philippines. Crayons. My daughter Claire and my mom Sandy both decided to go on the trip again this year with me. We took our team photo, then we left Tulsa and headed to Dallas to catch our flight and drove right into a snowstorm. We ended up getting stuck on I-35 for more than 2 hours. Eli Ingram passed the time by throwing snowballs at our van. 8 hours later, we finally made it to Dallas with all our bags to check. The flight was delayed.
Weather was a big issue.
We were rerouted to Detroit and then another delay before flying to San Francisco.
We are rerouted through back east, then to the west.
Because of so many delays, we missed our connecting flight to the Philippines.
Lots of problems.
The hardest trip ever.
It ended up taking us 4 days to get there.
Why come all the way to the Philippines?
God told us to go out to the ends of the world and minister to others, and that's exactly what we're doing.
We finally made it to Manila and drove to the girls' home.
By the time you got here and saw the girls' faces, was it worth it?
Oh yes, oh yes. It brought back why I came.
You just fall in love all over again and know why you travel here.
In our group of 12, we've all come here to help before, except Olivia Ingram. This was her first trip.
Do you know how many years you've been coming?
I've been coming 3 years, but this is my 4th trip.
This is my 2nd time.
They were really excited about us coming.
How many times have you come?
5.
You keep coming back?
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
You came last year.
I did, because I missed the girls.
What was it like seeing them again?
They just ran up and hugged me, and a lot of them were like, Ate Claire, we missed you.
They look forward to this all year because we're the only team that comes to visit them.
The girls who live here have all been rescued from sex trafficking and abuse.
Each girl has suffered trauma.
Terrible traumas.
These young ladies have experienced events in their lives that most of us will never know or understand.
Why do you think this home is so important?
Just to get them out of their situations that they're in. I think it's extremely important to get them away from the people that were abusing and molesting them.
It's a safe space for all of them. And they know that. They know it's safe.
The girls call all the women who work here Mommy. They take care of the girls 24/7.
The mommies are so good with them and love them. You can tell they're a family.
Counselors work with the girls to help them deal with their trauma.
To help them learn how to cope with what they've been through and to teach them about the love of God and Jesus.
This faith-based program is called the Butterfly Project, based off a Bible verse in 2 Corinthians that's painted on the wall. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come.
These girls have been in a terrible situation. They withdraw into themselves a lot of times, into their own little shell. And when they come here and you watch them flourish into this beautiful young lady, that's your butterfly. They're set free.
A lot of them that I was close with last year have kind of grown into a butterfly. I mean, they've kind of expanded and grown, like not just age-wise, but maturity and just like growing with God.
47 girls live in this home, fewer than a year ago. Donations for the Butterfly Project are down. So even though the home has space to take in more girls, right now, they can't financially.
Is that concerning to you at all?
It definitely is.
You can't bring in another girl if the donations are down.
We work together to fix up the girls' home.
The stuff that we fix up around here, if we didn't come and fix it, it wouldn't get fixed because they just don't have time or money to do so.
It's a lot of manual labor.
We painted inside the girls' home, like the dining room walls and the vaulted ceiling. We painted cabinets and the room the staff uses as an office. We fixed holes in the walls and the ceiling.
There was leakage in their ceiling and walls, and it was like when we took the drywall off, you could see a light poking in from the roof.
All right.
We put in new faucets.
You're gonna have to hold this.
We measured, trimmed, then put up new doors for the girls' bedrooms and painted them. We also added fans upstairs.
Put in this exhaust fan.
It's just nasty.
We worked on this stinky job, unclogging the drain.
I'm unclogging it
Every single time we come.
every time.
We battled the heat. Even though it's winter in the Philippines, it's still hot and humid.
It is hot today.
We cleaned up the mess behind the home. We burned this pile of sticks and leaves. We stained the gazebo and sanded and stained all the wood on the girls' 4-seater seesaw and did the same thing on the teeter-totter. We also redid the merry-go-round. First sanded, then repainted it.
There's too many girls here to not have a good efficient oven.
The oven in the girls' home had quit working. It was an ordeal to move out the old one. We used a moped, rope, and a makeshift trailer to haul it away. With donations given by Tulsans, we bought a new stove and oven. We set it up so it was ready to use that night.
There's needs everywhere you look, and these girls need us. They need our support.
Coming up, what our Tulsa team did that we hope has a huge impact on the girls.
A lot of times they just want to share.
And the toughest part, when we said goodbye.
Mama Janna, I love you. Thank you for spending time.
That's next. Stay with us.
We told you before the break about a group of Tulsans who went all the way to the Philippines to help girls in a home who've been through traumatic situations.
Tulsa's investigative reporter Janna Clark went with them. Now Janna shows us what the group did and how they hope it has a positive impact on these girls. Here's the conclusion of her investigation.
12 Tulsans worked together in the Philippines to help fix up this girls' home. The 47 girls who live here were all rescued from sex trafficking and abuse.
I think it just lets them see that we really care because we want them to have a nice place to live in.
When the girls came home from school, we stopped working and spent time with them. We baked with them. We did arts and crafts, played sports with them, like softball. We even introduced them to a sport that's new to them, pickleball. Tulsans donated all the sports equipment.
You love sports, I love crafts, so each of us has our own individual things that we like to do, and it shows in everything we do.
Sometimes the girls just want to sit and talk, especially one-on-one.
A lot of times they just want to share. They just have things on their mind that they need, and maybe that's my role. As an older person.
Of the 12 Tulsans in our group, 8 are women.
You think that's setting a good example for the girls?
I think that definitely sets a good example, and that shows that women can go above and beyond and aren't limited by social expectations.
I talked to a girl yesterday. She tells me I'm her best friend now. One of her dreams is that she wants to go to Italy. And she told me all about it.
She sees you coming all this way. That shows her that she can go all the way to Italy.
Yeah.
If you can do it, she can do it.
Yeah.
When this bell rings, it's time to eat. We ate dinner with the girls every night. One night we cooked Sloppy Joe's, and another night we ordered Kentucky Fried Chicken. On Friday after school, we took the girls to a field and played a huge softball game until it got too dark to see. The next day, we took the girls to a water park to go swimming all day long. Spending time with the girls means so much to them, and they don't forget it, even the small things. My mom, Sandy, first met one girl when she was 9, and now she's 15. 6 years later, that girl still remembers what they did together.
Yesterday, she came up to me and she said, "Remember when I was little and we played tic-tac-toe?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Let's do that again."
We won't necessarily know what will end up happening with these girls when they become adults, but you know, what do you hope for them?
I hope they're able to grow up and have the best life ever.
And realize they don't have to be restricted by their early life circumstances.
Before we knew it, it was time to say goodbye. It's never easy.
I'm really gonna miss you.
The girls always ask, "Will you come back?" We didn't make any promises, We just told them we hope we can.
Don't cry. He'll come back.
You build bonds with them. I think it's incredibly important that you come back to them. It makes an impact in their life.
They just love us so much, and I guess maybe we're kind of substitute family members for them.
These girls, they're just precious. You just build that personal relationship with them that makes you want to come back.
Do you think that you'll want to come back?
Yeah, definitely. It means a lot when you do come back. One of the girls asked me if I was coming back, and I was like, I don't know, I'm gonna try really hard. She was like, you said that last year and you came back. And I was like, yeah, I did.
I love you so much, guys. We're going home.
I love you. I'll miss you.
They're going to go home, America. Bye-bye. I hope you come back again next year. All of them is crying. Oh, so I'm not crying because I will see them next year. Bye, Mommy. See you in America.
It is so hard to tell the girls goodbye, and it's amazing how much we bond with them. I do hope I can go back to see them. If you want to donate to help the girls, you can give to the Butterfly Project. You can find the link to do that on fox23.com. Just look for this story. Covering news that matters, Janna Clark, Fox 23 News.
They are doing such important work, and it's so important for these girls who have suffered. You know, as we said, they were trafficked, you know, previously. So it's so important to feel the love and to know that not everyone is bad, that there is more good in this world and people care about you than the way that they were treated before.
The past does not define the future.
Absolutely.